What's going on? Good morning. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to the vlog. I ended up calling it OMJ today. At first I kind of thought like, okay, OMJ, maybe that'll stand for Oh My Jesus, but so OMJ is actually my initials, so Odie Martinez Jr. And yeah, right, initials, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, and today, because I want to do this every day up until my wife comes back, to just kind of document what I'm doing here. But so just want to catch you up to speed. I have a lot to do for myself, and as you can hear, if you can hear that in the background, it's actually a cat. It's a little dark in here, but that's Cash. Great tabby. By the way, quick backstory. It took me a while to kind of warm up to him because he actually he destroyed my MacBook probably about a year ago. It was mutually both of our fault because I left my MacBook open and by a vase full of water, and so we left. My wife and I left to work. We came back, and it was pretty much fried by the time we got back. But so I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got some laundry going. Got the laundry going. It's freaking our room is an absolute mess. Like this is literally, look, I want to show you guys. So we got like shoes, we got garbage, whatever, a garbage bag full of clothes, 2 hampers full of clothes, stereo system. It works, but it's just like really bulky, and we had it in the living room, but it just looks bad. This pillow thing from my wife, she was going to use it to quote unquote meditate on, but ended up just using it for the cats. So the cats literally perch up here, and I just look outside when I open up the windows. But so we got crates over here, we got frames. We moved in since July. It is now February, so this has been like this for a while. It's a little annoying on my end, but I mean, we haven't really had time to, or not that we don't have time, but it's just hasn't been a priority to kind of clean that up. But so today I got an internship at 11 to 2. It's a video marketing internship, and pretty much what I do there is I just help edit videos, podcasts, help out a little bit with the marketing, like on YouTube and stuff. And I still need to look for a full-time job because that is unfortunately super part-time, and I'm not even getting paid minimum wage there with the hours that I'm doing. So either way, just gotta. Plus I'm doing I'm changing over careers from online marketing over to the more video production side of things. So you gotta pay your dues, so to speak. And by the way, the reason I have these gloves on is because I'm about to do some work and take care of this. It smells so bad, but it's just look at the mess, guys. Like this isn't my wife's fault or anything. This is actually my fault because I haven't taken the time to clean. But pretty much these containers have like old food from the fridge, and I don't want to use a spoon and dirty it, so I'm just gonna use a glove and scoop it out with my hand. And I don't want to do it with my bare hands either because I'm a little squeamish when it comes to playing with rotten food. But I still gotta eat breakfast too. But yeah, so I'm still in the middle of job searching, job hunting, whatever you want to call it. And it's definitely not easy doing that because I've never been really fond of holding a job, just because I want to say that I have an entrepreneurial spirit, but I don't want to use that as make it sound or maybe even use it as an excuse of why I don't have a job at the moment. And but it's just hard. It's difficult. You gotta fill out resumes. You gotta send them out. You gotta follow up with people, and it's just a pain in the butt. But it definitely, that's one of the things that I want to talk about as well as I continue on this journey. Is just as a man, not being able to provide for your wife and wanting to have a family too, and not having like that confidence of like, okay, well, I want to have a family, but I double guess it because, well, I can't even hold a job right now, so it's probably not the best idea to do it, to have a family. But and that's where we've had conversations, my wife and I, of this too, and how I felt about it, and we kind of come to an agreement that, well, unfortunately, when I was growing up, I wasn't taught the responsibility that I needed, or really how to work hard, and it really affected me growing up. I'm not gonna blame that on my parents though, because as soon as I grew up and I knew better, I still didn't take the initiative to better myself as a person, and so now I'm paying for it, and kind of struggle with that as well, like having to deal with responsibility, and so that's where I'm at right now. But we've prayed about it, we've talked about it, my wife and I, and we've had church friends, and we've been able to talk to the point where I know what I need to do, and I know where I would like for us to be. So the dream is to get a house, Lord willing, in the next year, or hopefully less. Get a house, pretty much plant our roots somewhere and just live, and hopefully have my own online business as well, because I would love to travel while I own a business. I know it's easier said than done, but I would love to have that, because I have family that lives on the East Coast as well, in upstate New York, a small town called Williamson, New York, probably an hour away from Rochester. And my parents are getting older, so I want to have that freedom to be able to go visit them, and so that's a dream, that's the goal at this moment. And just I just need to, this is my journey, and I hope that you guys join me in becoming the man that I need to be for not only my wife, but for those around me as well. The person that God made me pretty much to be, which is the man of my household, and to inspire others and to be there for others emotionally, spiritually, and any other way I can. So today I gotta, I said I have that internship. I also have some side projects that I work on. I was working on that. That's actually last night's. And then, so I'm working on some editing stuff, and I'll probably keep you guys updated as I go on throughout my day. And so I got this stuff going on. Let me scroll up here. I do sketch comedy on the side. I have like another YouTube channel. It's called It's OD Comedy. There's me being a clown. But that's something. Another thing that I'd like to do is not only have an online marketing business, or just like a business that's online to help other people as well with, more specifically with production of music and video and entertainment, the entertainment industry, and so a lot of big dreams. And this is another reason why I wanted to start, just because I want to document everything and ran out of space. So I want to, this is why I want to document too, is because I want to show this to my kids when they're older. Lord willing, we have kids and we are able to have kids. But so I'm going to get going. I'm going to get cleaning this mess, and I got to get ready for the internship as well. All right, I'm in my car ready to go. I'm going to throw on some tunes. Actually, I take that back because I don't want to get any copyright infringements on the channel. So let's do this. There it is. I'll be going in that building for the next 3 hours. Got us an elevator, so we're going through the 6th floor, and then it's pretty much what I'll be doing for the next 3 hours is just sitting in a room editing videos and podcasts and all that good stuff. That's a wrap on the day. I'm about to go home, work on some resumes, and work on my own projects. And today's Thursday, so nothing else to do besides that. So I stayed a little bit longer than I was supposed to. I was having a conversation with the two guys that I work with. They're talking about the future of social media and stuff. But basically what we were talking about how like right now there's a pair of glasses out where you can connect it to your phone. It's from Snapchat. It's called Spectacles. You can connect it to your phone and wear them as sunglasses, and you basically just record what you're seeing. And just talking about how the future of that and like where we see it going. And they were talking about how they watched the show called Black Mirror that actually had that in the show, but it was actually a neural something, basically an operation where they put it inside your eyeball and like you can record and keep track of what you see or whatever. But I feel like that's gonna happen like very soon. I'm not gonna say very soon, but I can see that at least the beta version in the next 10 years of that happening. We have the sunglasses right now. In 10 years, who knows what we're gonna have. But I'm about to start driving, so I'll catch you guys once I get home. It's currently around 10:15 Pacific Standard Time, PS to the T. And so my plan, once I got home from the internship, was to do resumes and eat lunch and do all that good stuff. But as fate would have it, whatever, I had to
Well, I didn't have to, but I decided to eat lunch, make dinner, and talk to my wife. We had a talk. Some misunderstanding came up, and just some mistrust on my end through the misunderstanding that we had, and it's just it's a difficult thing, to have that in a relationship where you both have done things in the past that are very very damaging to the trust in a relationship, and deciding to continue on with a relationship and being far away from each other. It brings up some things from the past, and it is very difficult to deal with, but nevertheless, and I'll more than likely continue to bring this up whenever I talk about my relationship with my wife, and that's by the grace of God and by everything that He's done in my life and in her life. We've been able to work towards having a stronger relationship, a stronger foundation. And I actually just got off of like a 2-hour long conversation with my brother, and that was the other thing that that took up the time that I wanted to put in some resumes. But I don't regret a single second, because just most recently, I want to say the last week, I had a conversation with my brother, and we had a moment where we reconciled with each other, and we talked about things that hurt us growing up, because we didn't have the best relationship growing up, and for that matter, our relationship suffered a lot, especially when I moved out of the house, from my parents' house, but we talked last week, and it was just awesome, and I've been praying about it too, praying for God to basically restore our relationship and to have be brothers for once, and so we had a great conversation about relationships, and just today kind of built off what we conversed about last week. Just talked about my relationship, about his relationship with his lady, and I got some information, some insight from him about business, because he's awesome at being a businessman, because he took our family business, which was struggling at one point, and it looked like we were going to close down, but he was able to come in, stop doing what he was doing at the time with his life, and help us out to basically boost up our family business to where it is now. And we've been in business for over 10 years now, and so I wanted to pick at his brain for a little bit, because I want to start thinking about building an online marketing firm, basically, or a media company, whatever you want to call it. And just had a really awesome conversation with my wife. We were able to reconcile with each other and just understand where the miscommunication was coming from, the misunderstanding, and really just doing our best to not be prideful, but to just have that open communication with each other. And so you couldn't get a chance to hand in any resumes, but I might do a couple before I go to bed, and I still got to upload. I got to upload a video that I have to post for my Instagram page, which if you guys want to go check it out, it's called It's OD Comedy. I'll actually put a link in the description, so if you guys want to check it out. And so I basically just post sketches, funny sketch comedy videos, and just learning how to be funny, whatever. I want to get better at that too, because you see how I struggle whenever I say, oh, I do sketch comedy, whatever. To me, what that's telling me subconsciously, I feel like that's telling me is like, oh, I'm not too confident in what I'm doing. And you know what? I want to be confident in what I'm doing. And so let me rephrase it. I do sketch comedy and I do funny stuff on that page. And I have a decent following, but I haven't been keeping up with it as I should be. And so I'm going to do that right now before I go to bed. But yeah, that's been my day. I thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And I hope you guys found it interesting. Hope you found some insight about anything that I said. But I'm going to do this again tomorrow. And tomorrow's Friday, so I hope, there's more interesting things to show you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll probably be recording some videos for my Instagram account, my YouTube channel. So I'll give you guys a behind the scene of my whole process of what I do. But thank you guys. Have a good night. God bless. Love you. Peace.